What a time to be an Arsenal fan, bro. What a time, man. Like, I'm literally almost in tears. What a time to be a freaking Arsenal fan. We're actually winning game after game. Even when we play badly like that after the first 40 minutes, we still end up winning the game 4-0. Do you know how easy the last 30 minutes of that game was, man? We could have scored like 6 or 7 goals. That's how comfortable it was. That's how to insert your revenge. They beat us at their place 1-0. We had a tough day, but this is the Emirates, man. This is the Emirates Stadium. This is the top of the table, 5 points clear Arsenal. We don't mess around. We don't mess around. That was pure revenge, man. Like, what a game. Arsenal 4, Everton 0. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Who was your man of the match? There's a lot of contenders today. Saka played brilliantly. Martinelli played brilliantly. I had Saka as my triple captain in FPL. Thank goodness. Odegaard, I think, was okay in the second half. Zinchenko was brilliant today. Ramsdale was brilliant. Someone told me at the beginning of today on another video, we need Turner to play. Ramsdale is not doing well. I was like, what are you talking about? How can you say Ramsdale is not doing well? Like, today alone, he made 5 saves. Did you see that save in the last minute from Ramsdale? That is a very good save to make sure he keeps the clean sheet, man. Like, what a player. The whole team, fantastic team once again. We started with the same squad. What a win, 4-0 against Everton. That is how to capitalize on your game in hand. This is the game we've been talking about the last 2 months. We have a game in hand. We have a game in hand. We have a game in hand. You still need to win your game in hand, and we did that. Not by 1 goal or by 2 goals. No, 4 goals to 0. It could have been 5 or 6 goals to 0 up against them. What a win against Everton. A lot to talk about, a lot to cover today. A lot of players played really well today. Brilliant win, man. I'm absolutely buzzing. 5 points clear now. Now, we've played the same number of games as Man City. I think we've played 25, correct? Just on that, yeah, 25. So we have 13 Premier League games to go. 13 Premier League games to make sure we've won the Premier League. 13 Premier League games, guys. 13 games away. 5 points clear. Bournemouth is our next fixture at home. After that, we have Fulham. I think after that, we'll have Leeds somewhere. Like, fixtures are so good as well. Like, we have a chance to go and win another 4 or 5 goals to 0 against Bournemouth this weekend. What a time to be an Arsenal fan, man. Like, so happy that win. Brilliant performance from literally everyone. We've also kept 2 clean sheets in a row. We were talking about how our clean sheets had disappeared, but recently, clean sheet against Leicester, clean sheet against Everton. And considering you're not played well for the first 40 minutes, I did not expect us to be 2 goals ahead at halftime. That was a brilliant win. You don't play well, you still win the game by 4 goals to 0. Rashford, thank you for this celebration. It's not even yours, but thank you anyway. This mentality, we have mentality at Arsenal. These guys are 21 years of age. They are 20, they are 22. Our captain is like 23, 24. Like, this is a very young team, man. And we are actually dominating teams like this. We're actually showing mentality. Our manager is young. Even our fans, even all of us guys are young, man. Like, nothing is old about our team. And we have this mentality of going to win a game like that. It's very difficult, midweek game right after traveling to Aston Villa and Leicester. You have a home game against Everton, a team that beat you, a team that, if they score fast in that game, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. But no, we didn't let that happen. Ramsdale made a couple of very good saves in the first half, another one in the second half as well. So happy, man. Freaking so happy, man. Let's go. Let me know what you made of the game. Let me know your man of the match was. I put a poll on YouTube as well. The 4 contenders for me: Martinelli, Ramsdale, Saka, and Zinchenko. Who was your man of the match between those 4 players? Or do you have any other picks? Let me know. So let's get to the match reaction, how the game went. So this was our squad for today. I think I have the right graphic. Yes, that is the right lineup for today. We kept it the same. No changes at all. We had Ramsdale in goal. We had Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Zinchenko, Xhaka, Jorginho, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Trossard up front. I guess Trossard played really well against Leicester, and the manager was like, you know what, just play again. And Jorginho has been playing well, just play again as well. So on the bench, I'm looking at that bench, I'm like, this is actually a very good bench, guys. Tana, Tierney, Tomiyasu, Holding, Kio, Partey, Fabio Vieira, Smith, Nketiah, everyone there can do a job. Tana can come as a backup goalkeeper. We know Tierney and Tomiyasu's qualities. Holding last 5 minutes of the game when you're leading, he can do that. Kio can do that. Partey, what a player to have on the bench. Fabio Vieira came on today. I really wanted him to score. He was so close to scoring, him and Smith. I wanted one of them to score. But anyway, they did well when they came on. And Nketiah as well. He got an assist after coming on. Things are lining up perfectly for us, guys. Things are lining up perfectly. So that was our squad for today. Personally, I'm not the manager. That is why Mikel Arteta is Arsenal's manager, and one of the best managers we've had after Arsene Wenger. Arteta, he decided to start with Jorginho. Personally, I thought Everton with Onana in midfield, Gaye and also Doucouré in midfield. I thought we needed Partey because of how strong those guys are. And the time we played them away from home 3 weeks ago, you saw how dominant they were in midfield, how much they dominated Odegaard and Jack and all those guys in midfield. So I wanted us to start with Partey instead of Jorginho. But hey, as long as you have the ball, as long as the opposition doesn't have the ball, you're okay. But they actually did have the ball, but they didn't really expose us that much. Every time the other team gets a chance to score, it's usually Arsenal who give away the ball. Like in the first half alone, I think I counted Ben White giving away the ball like 2 times. Zinchenko gave it away like twice as well. Like we make so many mistakes. If we cut that part out of our game, we are definitely going to win this league. Everton do not have strikers. That is why we are lucky. Everton do not score goals. I think they've scored 1 goal in the last 7 away games. So that is a good thing to have. They don't score goals. The number of chances we gave them today in those first 30 minutes, very dangerous, because if you're playing Man City or playing against the likes of Sporting or Barcelona or Man United in the Europa League, you're going to concede those goals. So you need to be careful about that. The first 30 minutes were not good at all. As I said, we gave away the ball, but Ramsdale was exceptional. The number of saves Ramsdale was making from outside the box, Mope had a shot from outside the box. Ramsdale collected it easily as well. And obviously, we didn't create a lot. I think they had 2 shots and we had only like 1 shot on target in the first 1 shot, actually not shot on target in the first 40 minutes. But it's all about mentality. You're not going to dominate every single game. Actually, Arteta said it himself. He said to win the league, we're going to have to win very different games. Some games you're going to score early, 1-0, and have to defend for the rest of the 80 minutes. Some other games are going to be 0-0 and have to score in the last minute. Some games will be 2-2 and we'll have to score in the last minute like we did against Man United. In some games, we'll have to depend on a penalty to score in the last minute. Some games are going to have to come back from behind like we did against Aston Villa. You have to show your mentality in every single situation. And today, it was a different kind of game from what we had against Aston Villa and against Man United and all those guys at home and away from home as well. Today, it was a 0-0 game. Everton were playing well in the first 30 minutes. We had not played well at all. We were giving away the ball a lot of times. I was actually already waiting for the second half. Literally, I started checking my phone. I saw it was 42 minutes. I was like, yeah, it's going to be 0-0 at halftime. Let's talk to these guys and let's have it different in the second half. Saka. You know, Saka is like the lowest paid player at Arsenal like the last 2-3 years. Give him the contract right now. What a freaking finish, man. That is his weaker foot. Zinchenko, once again. Can you talk about Zinchenko first of all? Zinchenko is a left back. He's on the right side giving assists, man. Zinchenko, what a freaking player as well. That assist to Saka, and Saka to have that composure and that power to shoot the ball from there with his weaker foot. What a player. I don't know where Saka came from. Yes, we know he came from the academy and everything, but I don't think we've produced such a youngster, to be honest, since like long time ago, man. Like the last youngster I remember us having, like, who was this good was Fabregas, and he didn't even produce Fabregas. Barcelona produced Fabregas. So the last youngster that I remember that we've produced that was this good, maybe Wilshere. Like even that is a stretch because Wilshere was always injured most of the times, and most of the times. Saka, I think Saka. Let me know. Do you think Saka is the best youngster Arsenal have ever produced? I'm starting to feel that way. I'm seriously starting to feel that way. I can think of others, yes, but Saka. This is only like his 3rd, 4th year at Arsenal. Like by the time he gets to 25, 26 years of age, it's going to be crazy. These guys, both him and Martinelli, they have like almost 10 goals and 10 assists each this season. By the time we get to the end of the season, all of them will have like 10 goals, 10 assists plus this season. That is crazy contribution in terms of goals and assists. Well-rounded. Nketiah himself has goals and assists as well. Odegaard himself has as well. He scored a goal today finally. Since I talked to him, he never scored a goal. So this is the first time he scored. I was starting to get wide. Finally, he scored again. Everyone is contributing to the team. We are rotating Partey and Jorginho without worrying about anything. We are rotating Tomiyasu and Ben White without worrying about anything. Things are superbly good, man. So 1-0 to Arsenal. Saka with a brilliant finish. What a goal. One of the best goals this season from us. Probably could be our goal of the month. What a way to start match, by the way. Already a contender for goal of the month for us. Saka, what a player. Absolutely love him. And what a time to score as well. You know, scoring before halftime. I think they usually say there's 2 best times to score a goal: right after the opposition has scored, you equalize, or right before halftime. That's the best time to score. That's always the best time to score, right before halftime. And we did that. And we didn't do it once. We did it twice. it was actually kind of offside. I thought it was offside. I never expect Arsenal to get such goals, especially when it's like told and everything. I usually expect VAR to disallow it, but today I actually don't have anything to complain about with the referee. Actually, surprise, surprise, surprise. That never actually happens. Martinelli, we talked about it the last week when we were talking about starting either Trossard, Martinelli, on Nketiah up front, and the one thing we said is Martinelli is a better finisher. I think Martinelli is a better finisher than everyone in our team in terms of one-on-one. Martinelli is a better finisher than Nketiah. You saw Nketiah missing a one-on-one chance today. I see Saka missing a couple as well. Like if you give Martinelli, Saka, and Trossard, and Saka, Martinelli, Nketiah, Trossard, Jesus, like 10 chances, 10 one-on-one opportunities against a goalkeeper, I think Martinelli would score more of them. I think he has different kind of finishes, right foot, left foot, chipping the goalkeeper. He has all those finishes. I think Jesus would come second, and maybe Saka and Nketiah following, or maybe Trossard, I don't know. But I know about the top two. I know Martinelli would be first, I know Jesus would be second. Martinelli is a very good one-on-one finisher. He rarely misses those one-on-one chances. We saw it against Liverpool earlier this season. We saw it against, I think it was Aston Villa at home. I think last season against Leeds twice as well. If you give him a one-on-one chance, he's definitely going to score. And 2 goals. We had not played well. Keep in mind, we had played very poorly, in fact, in that first half. We actually had 0 shots on target before Saka scored. The first 2 shots on target, as I look at him talking, I absolutely love this guy, man. Bukayo Saka. 2 goals before halftime, man. Mentality, guys. You don't have to play well, but you get those chances, you convert them. We always talk about the team converting chances. Today, we actually did that. We got 2 chances right before halftime, and he scored from both situations. And defensively, the likes of Randall and Gabriel are doing their job. Yes, they got opportunities, but we still did well defensively. And that was comfortable. That was basically job done. I actually tweeted at that time, halftime, job done. What a way to capitalize on your game in hand. There's no way Everton can come back in the second half and score 3 goals. They scored 1 goal in the last 7 away games. So I was very confident that was game done for us. Game, set, and match. I was hoping in the second half. What I was hoping for in the second half was to see Fabio Vieira and Smith Rowe earlier, like in the 60th minute, and maybe 2, 3, 4 goals. 2, 3 more goals. Let's get to 4 or 5 goals because City ahead of us on goal difference. I think we've closed that now to how many? We now have a goal difference of 33. Man City have 39, I think. We've closed that gap to 6 goals now. That is good because you never know, it could come down to goal difference. So absolutely superb. Second half, we actually made a halftime sub. So Arteta doesn't usually do that. We never make halftime substitutions, but today he actually did that. He brought in Partey for Jorginho at halftime. Jorginho has already done his job and giving Partey fitness because we're heading into a very busy period of the season. Partey came on for Jorginho, and basically, the first 50 minutes of the second half was passing it around. We didn't really create a lot of chances in the opening 50 minutes of the second half. Ramsdale was needed to make a save, and came the 3rd goal in the 71st minute through Odegaard. Trossard is absolutely amazing, man. Like, what a signing. Like, when was the last time when was the last time you remember Arsenal fans saying so many positive things about Arsenal? Every single player. I'm happy about Trossard signing. I'm happy about the Jorginho signing. I'm happy about how Saka is doing. I'm happy about how Martinelli is doing. I'm absolutely happy about how Arteta is doing, how Ramsdale is doing. Like, we don't even talk about the Kroenkes these days because everything is so perfect on the pitch. Everything is going on. Everything that is going on is absolutely perfect. Things you love to see, man. I don't know who gave the pass to Trossard. I can't remember. Was it Jacques or someone? But it was a very good pass to Trossard, through pass. If you know about that pass, let me know who gave the pass to Trossard. And that cross to Odegaard and that finish. I don't know why they didn't clear it, but 3-0 to Arsenal. And those last 20 minutes, it were very comfortable. Like, I really enjoyed those last 20 minutes. Like, everyone was creating. Everyone could have scored. Fabio Vieira could have scored. Smith Rowe could have scored. Everyone could have scored. Jacques went off. Trossard went off. Who came on for them? I think Fabio Vieira came on, and also, who am I forgetting? Smith Rowe came on, right? No, Smith Rowe didn't come on for Trossard. Who came on for Trossard? Let me try and remember that. Fabio Vieira came in for Xhaka. Who came on? Nketiah. Nketiah came in for Trossard. Yes, obviously Nketiah came in for Trossard. Those last 20 minutes were one of the best 20 minutes I've ever seen as an Arsenal fan. Absolutely comfortable. Nketiah gave the cross to Gabriel Martinelli for the 4th goal. Another fantastic finish from Martinelli. Good to see Nketiah also contributing assists. I think he's the only player who didn't have any assists this season. I think Nketiah had like 0 assists this season before today. Or if he had 1. Nketiah doesn't usually give assists, so it was good to see him getting an assist today. For Martinelli, if you had Martinelli in your FPL, well done to you. Saka went off, Zinchenko went off, Smith Rowe came on, Tierney came on, and in the last minute, Ramsdale made a superb save, man, to keep our clean sheet, to secure our clean sheet. Tom Davies was about to score. That is how to do it. If your defenders sleep for like a second, you are there to save us, and Ramsdale did exactly that. And usually for goalkeepers, even if you win like 10-0 or 9-0 or 11-0, whatever it is, and you end up conceding one goal in the last minute, the goalkeepers are usually not happy. Ramsdale still has a chance to get the Golden Glove this season, so it would be a perfect season if you can get him to get the Golden Glove. I think Pope is out now for a couple of games. I think it's only Ederson and Pope who can compete with that, with him for that. So good to keep a clean sheet. Again, a home clean sheet. We never keep home clean sheets. It's been long since we kept a home clean sheet. Yeah, it was Newcastle, but before that, we never kept a home clean sheet. We usually concede goals at home. Brentford, Man City, all those teams have scored at our place recently. Very good result, man. Absolutely what you were asking for. Wednesday night game against a tricky Everton that can just come and score fast and defend for the whole game. Low block, 3 midfielders, 4 defenders, back 4. They're going to waste time. They're going to defend. Onana is going to try and make Xhaka and Gabriel get red cards in the first 10 minutes. He went down 3 times holding his head. I don't know why. All that. Tricky game. And before halftime, it was looking possible to be 0-0 before halftime, and we'd get a bit wide because of how we know how they can play. If they get one goal, you're in big trouble. They're going to defend. To have that intensity in the final 5 minutes of the first half, to get those 2 goals, fantastic display from these guys. And in the second half, we didn't relax. We came back in the second half, and we did the same thing. We kept on attacking, especially in the last 20 minutes. Superb, absolutely superb. I mean, it was not a flawless performance. Obviously, the likes of Zinchenko still gave away the ball a couple of times. I was still disappointed by decision-making by Odegaard and someone else. I've forgotten who. Martinelli, actually. In the first half, Martinelli had a couple of opportunities to cross the ball early, and he didn't. So we are going to talk about that in the player ratings. But apart from that, they all did superbly well. In terms of stats, we had 15 shots today, 5 on target. Everton had 8 shots, 5 on target. Ramsdale made all those saves. We also had 5 corner kicks. They had 1. We didn't pick up a yellow card today. Discipline, another thing that is looking good. We've not picked up a red card this season. I remember the last 3 seasons we picked up so many red cards. Leno, Pepe, Xhaka, Gabriel, we picked up so many red cards. These days, discipline is great. We don't pick up red cards. Things you'll have to see as well. We also had 2 shots inside their box. So they had 3 shots inside our box. Great to see Ramsdale was on top of his game today. Duels won. They won more aerial duels as expected. They made more tackles, more interceptions, more clearances because you're the ones who are attacking more. But in terms of the performance overall, really happy with how we did. It's usually very tricky to play 3 games in a week, and that is what you're going to do over the weekend against Bournemouth. 5 points clear. We've capitalized on our game in hand. Imagine if we drew that game or something. We are only 3 points ahead or 2 points ahead, and then Man City win the early kickoff against Newcastle on Saturday. They're ahead of us. Now we don't have to worry about Man City beating Newcastle in the first game on Saturday. We'll still be ahead of them by the time we play against Bournemouth. Things you'll have to see. Everyone played well, superb performance. I will come to the player ratings very soon. Let me see what you guys are saying about that performance. I think I predicted 3-1. I didn't expect a clean sheet and a 4-0 win. I didn't expect that for sure. Good win, so happy, says Anu. For sure. You look extremely happy. I hope we continue to play this. Yeah, I'm extremely happy. There's that, Eric. Thank you for pointing that out. We made 744 passes. I actually came across that and I forgot to read it. 744 passes. They made 270. We made more than 3 times the number of passes they made today. Comfortable, very comfortable game, especially the last 30 minutes, very comfortable. Next for us, says Paul, Bournemouth at home, and then Fulham away. Bournemouth at home, and then Sporting at home on Thursday next week, and then Fulham away. I told you, my comrades, that everything with God, everything is possible. For sure, Samuel. Let's keep hoping. Let's keep praying, man. This is a big opportunity to win the league. We've not come this close since 2016, and 2016 it was basically to Leicester and Tottenham. It was only Arsenal in the last 5 games. We've not come this close to winning the title since 2007, 2008. I remember that season very well. We only lost 3 games, and all those 3 games that we lost that season, the other team came back from behind. I even remember the teams that beat us: Middlesbrough, Man United, and Chelsea. We had a big opportunity to win the league that season. Eduardo got injured, he broke his leg, and it messed up our season. That is the last time I remember us being this close to winning the league. Let's hope we can do it, man. 60 points already. Nice one. I love this team for sure. Giver. We dominated the game. Congratulations to Arsenal. Let me know who your man of the match was. Tactical says sweet revenge. Absolutely. They beat us painfully 4 weeks ago or something. Losing Mudryk is a blessing to Arsenal. Trossard is a superb signing. As I always said, obviously we wanted Mudryk. I would have paid 70 million, 75 million for him, but I would never have paid 100 million for him. I always felt that was too much. And then when I heard that we were going to get Trossard that easily as well, like Brighton accepted it right away because they wanted to sell him. That is a superb buy. That is a guy who fits into our system. He can play on the left side and the right side as a striker. He's very good on the ball movement as well. He seems to be combining very well with Martinelli on the left side already. Like I see Martinelli running to the centre forward position, Trossard picking him out like he did for the goal against Leicester. I'm seeing vice versa as well. The combination is very, very good. Now, I cannot wait to see Jesus and Trossard playing together. I cannot wait to see both of them on the pitch at the same time. Like, that is almost illegal. Like, if we have, and Smith Rowe is also back. Oh, I'm going to cry, man. Like, Trossard, Smith Rowe. And then, if Fabio Vieira starts playing like the Fabio Vieira who was playing at FC Porto last season, we are not only going to win the league, you're going to add the Europa League on top of that, guys. It's going to be two cups this season. Musa says, Glenn, in the next episode, I want you to analyze the points gap between Arsenal and the top six. How many points is that, by the way? I remember very well. I remember 2 seasons ago, even not just 2 seasons ago, like the last 4 seasons, people were saying that Leicester have overtaken Arsenal. People were saying that Arsenal is no longer in the top 4, the top 6 teams. Leicester have overtaken us, and we actually started believing. There's a time we couldn't beat Burnley. We were losing to Southampton. We were being trashed 5-0 by Man City. We even went top bottom of the league last season after losing to Brentford, Man City, and Chelsea. I was actually starting to believe it. No, they made us believe the wrong thing. I always believed in Mikel Arteta. Some of you made me believe that Mikel Arteta is not a good coach, as I've always believed that Mikel Arteta is going to take us far. Thankfully, I've never changed my mind. He's a very good manager, very good players. Our team is looking good. A couple of more signings, and we are back in the Champions League next season. And who knows? Real Madrid at the Emirates Stadium. I can't wait. I will do that, Musa. How many points are we ahead of them? Oh, wow. We are 21 points ahead of Liverpool. How many points? Chelsea have not even reached. We are 29 points ahead of Chelsea, guys. 29. That is a lot. That is a lot. Like right now, I told you guys, I remember 2 weeks ago, like before we played Aston Villa, people were saying Man United are still in the title race. I told you guys we have 3 games before Man United play next. Listen, Man United are playing well. Like they're scoring last minute goals. They're feeling good about themselves. But right now they're 11 points behind us. They have a game in hand now, but they can't catch up. They have Liverpool this weekend. If they lose or they draw, it's done. Even now, it's done. Man United cannot get to us unless that would be a disaster. If Man United get to us, that means you're going to finish like 3rd or something. That would be a disaster. I'm proud of the team. Kudos to you. I appreciate it, Adeshina. Let's see. Someone is telling me we were leading Chelsea with almost 40 points. It's 29. By the end of the season, it could be 40 points. By the way they are going, and by the way we are going as well. But who cares about Chelsea? Come on, I'm not even looking at Chelsea. Like even whenever someone mentions Chelsea next to Arsenal, I feel like we've downgraded so much. Like right now, we are talking about Man City. Like we are done. We are no longer talking about Leicester and the top 6 and getting Champions League football. No, that stage of our life is past. It's done. That is done. Update on Jesus, says George. I have a question for you, George. Are you ready for the return of Jesus? Are you ready? Have you repented yet? Are you ready for the return of Jesus? Jesus is about to return. Jesus is coming back in March. Be ready. Repent all your sins. Jesus is coming back. The return of Jesus is this March. He's already back in training. He will be back, I heard, after the international break. So we have Fulham. So we have Bournemouth, Fulham, Crystal Palace, 3 Premier League games, and then Sporting twice in the Europa League, those 5 games. He could be on the bench maybe for Crystal Palace right before the international break. So yes, there's an international break. We'll play 19th March, and then we won't play again for 2 weeks until 1st of April. So that is when, by the time we get to 1st of April, playing against Leeds and then Liverpool and then West Ham, Jesus will be there playing those games, combining with Trossard, combining with Smith Rowe, combining with Martinelli, with Saka. This should be legal. This combination should be legal. What a time to be an Arsenal fan. Make sure to hit the like button if you're absolutely enjoying being an Arsenal fan. Let me take a couple of more comments before I go to the player ratings. Arsenal for Life says, Ala to Taki, thank you for watching as well. Really glad with the performance, says Lino. Fantastic. England must assess who is better in the post. They definitely need to do that. I still don't know why Ramsdale is not first choice for England, but that's their own problem. That's for England fans to be worried about. Pickford is a good goalkeeper, but right now, Ramsdale is very good. All those guys that you talk about as best goalkeepers, do you know how many mistakes Alisson makes per game? Alisson literally gives away a goal every single game. Ederson gives away a goal almost every single game. Like his nickname these days is Errorson because he makes so many errors, both of them. Lloris, do you know how many mistakes Lloris has done this season? Ramsdale is very, very, very good. Like in terms of someone told me earlier today that Ramsdale is not doing good. Just check the comments. It's a post on Facebook, the transfer video. Someone said Ramsdale needs to be sold. I was like, what are you talking about? You're an Arsenal fan. What do you mean Ramsdale needs to be sold? What are you talking about? There's no one, like right now, I don't want to hear anyone needs to be sold. Whatever you have to say about Nketiah, whatever you have to say about Holding, keep it until the end of the season. Right now, I need everyone to be confident. Everyone. We need every one of those guys doing well by the end of the season. I don't want to hear Holding is not good enough. Nketiah is not. We'll talk about that at the end of the season. Right now, all of those players you see on screen, all of those players that are usually on the bench, support all of them. Like we are so close, 13 games away. We cannot talk about this one is not good enough. Why is he still at Arsenal? Not now, man. Not now. We'll talk about that at the end of the season. Right now, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy this fantastic season. I predicted Arsenal to finish third this season. I thought we were going to clinch third like later on in the season. I did not know we were going to be top of the table from the first day, the first Friday against Crystal Palace, top of the table until now, guys. It's been a fantastic season, absolutely fantastic season. So whatever you have to say about the players being sold and everything, let's talk about that at the end of the season. Right now, we need everyone to contribute. I can't wait to see Jesus back in an Arsenal shirt. I can't wait as well, man. He always comes to watch every single game, and you can see how hungry he is to come back to play, man. And then he's never played with Trossard, and I think since he got injured against, was it Wolves or something? No, not against Wolves. Wolves was the last game he played for us before the World Cup, and then he got injured for Brazil against, I think it was Cameroon. Since then, like, I think some of our players have started playing really well. Now, Zinchenko was not this good when Jesus was playing. Now, Zinchenko has absolutely understood his position, and he's not gotten injured anymore. Now, he's back fit. Like, this Zinchenko, this 100% good Zinchenko, he was not there when Jesus was playing. Now we have both of them playing together, plus Jorginho with the passes, plus Partey fit, plus Martinelli and Trossard on top of that. He's going to be really good, man. Pray, not for us, for the opposition teams. Arsenal of our dreams, yes, Sulaiman. This reminds me of the Fabregas days, Van Persie days when we used to enjoy football. Good evening. We are happy, Femi. We are absolutely happy. So let's go to the player ratings. Let's do the player ratings and rate these players out of 10. Let me know if you agree and let me know if you don't agree. Aaron Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He made 5 saves today, and that last-minute save, fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Please put some respect on his name, man. He came from Sheffield United. He got relegated from Bournemouth as well. That should be ranked as one of the best signings in Premier League history, or one of the most surprising signings in Premier League history, because everyone was laughing at Arsenal for signing Ramsdale. Right now, I don't care about Alisson and Ederson, as I said, and Ederson. Let me not call him Ederson. Those guys make mistakes every single day. Lloris is not even in the conversation anymore. Ramsdale is on that list with De Gea and Alisson and Ederson. You cannot talk about Ederson, Alisson, and Lloris. Lloris, God, no. Ederson, Alisson, and De Gea without talking about Ramsdale. He makes the same exact saves every single day. Against Aston Villa, we won that game 4-2 because Ramsdale made a very good save when the game was 2-2 from Bailey. Today, that clean sheet was gone. That was supposed to be 4-1. He made a very good save in the last minute. In the first half, Everton should have scored before we even woke up. Ramsdale, once again, top of his game. His kicking is almost... Yes, he does give away the ball like once or twice with these long kicks, but it's almost like flawless every single time. Like, his passes are very, very good. Today, he made 5 saves. He made 4 of them were inside his box. 4 saves were inside the box. Not like hopeful shots from outside the box. No. Ramsdale made 4 saves inside the box, like point-blank saves. That is a very good goalkeeper. His kicking as well, 80% in terms of kicking. Is like having Xavi on the post. Like he's absolutely fantastic with the passing as well. So Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 9, extra point, bringing it to 9 because of the clean sheet. So fantastic for him. I think that is the highest rating I've given him this season. 9 out of 10 for Ramsdale. Zinky Winky, our Teletubby man, Zinky Winky, Zinchenko. I'm going to give him a 9. What a performance once again. Like, is this guy a left back? There's no way this guy's a left back. He was on the, like, that pass, like, we're about to go to halftime 0-0. That pass to Saka to open them up, they weren't even expecting that pass. Everyone was shocked. Even myself, I was looking at different areas where Zinchenko could pass the ball. And before I could even look on the right side, Saka had the ball in the net. Zinchenko, the mentality is going to bring to this team for, if you're going to win this league, Zinchenko is going to play a huge role. Jesus is going to play a huge role. Jorginho is going to play a huge role with their experience. They've won tournaments. They've won Euros, Premier League titles, all that. They know what to do. Zinchenko brings so much energy. Like, I really want Tierney to stay at Arsenal. Like, I don't want Tierney to leave the club. It's looking very likely because I can't see Zinchenko. They can't see Zinchenko's position going because of the way we play, our tactics and our strategy. He fits Mikel Arteta's game perfectly. I'd love to see Tierney learning that role, like as a inverted fullback and everything. If Tierney can learn that role, that would be great. But I can't see Tierney running around the pitch like Zinchenko does because of the injury issues as well. Like if Tierney runs like Zinchenko throughout the game, he's going to get injured. Zinchenko's stamina is crazy, and the way positioning, everything is absolutely crazy. I want Tierney to stay next season, but it's looking very unlikely. And also on top of that, remember, Zinchenko is an Arteta signing. Tierney is not an Arteta signing, so I'm a bit worried about Tierney remaining at Arsenal. But if Zinchenko is the one who's going to replace Tierney at Arsenal, I think I'll take that. I think I'll take that more than I would have taken Tavares replacing Tierney at Arsenal. Zinchenko is absolutely superb, man. Absolutely superb. And speaking of Tavares, he's doing very well. Balogun is doing very well. We are going to win the Champions League next season. When those players come back, Jesus Christ. Zinchenko, 9 out of 10 for today. Fantastic performance. He got the assist for Saka's goal. He got a clean sheet today. He made 1 clearance. He made 2 interceptions. He made 1 tackle as well. He won 3 out of his 5 ground duels, 87% in terms of passes. Fantastic, man. It's very good to have 4 defenders who can pass the ball and run. That is actually good. I remember very good. Lichtsteiner, Debussy, Mustafi. Oh, goodness. Guys, Mustafi. When I look at Saliba and Benoit and remember Mustafi, just, tears of joy. Like the difference. Mustafi has the ball at the back. We are all crapping ourselves because, anything can happen with Mustafi. With Bellerin, we are not sure if he's going to take the throw in correctly. Debussy, we don't know if someone is just going to run past him. Lichtsteiner, we don't know if he's going to catch a hamstring because he's 60 years of age. Like all those players, like bad memories, man. Like having these players in our team, fantastic. Zinchenko gets a 9 for today. I absolutely love him. Next up is the other fullback, Ben White. I'm not going to give him as high. He gave away the ball a lot of times, especially in the first 10 minutes. Now, Ben White is in my top 3 of best players at my favorite players at Arsenal, because I don't agree with people who say Ben White is not good, or if Ben White plays, we're going to lose. I don't agree with that. I feel like he does very well for us. Today, though, yes, he kept a clean sheet. He made a clearance. He made an interception as well. He won 2 out of his 3 ground duels and 2 out of 2 aerial duels. But in terms of the giving away the ball, I don't like that. He gave away the ball 13 times today. But I think he did well in the second half, and he didn't get subbed off today, and he was part of the team that kept a clean sheet. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, but I would understand if he gave him a 7. But I think the other defenders were better than him today, mostly because of the balls he was giving away in the first half. I don't like that. So 8 out of 10 for Ben White. In terms of defending, he did his thing. He won all of his aerial duels. He cleared the balls that he needed to do. And so 8 out of 10 for him. Next up, I'm basically going to give all of them that. Gabriel is going to be an 8 as well. We kept a clean sheet. Usually it would be a 7, but an extra point for all of them for keeping a clean sheet for today. Gabriel is starting to look like the old Gabriel that we had at Arsenal last season. The Gabriel earlier this season, he was a bit shaky. He was giving away penalties, I think against Liverpool or something. There's a penalty he gave away. He was looking shaky. Even Leeds away from home, he almost gave away a penalty in the last minute for doing something stupid away at Leeds. But right now, he even gave away a goal to Mitrovic against Fulham. But the last 5 games, this is the Gabriel that we know. This is the Gabriel that we need. So I had someone say Arsenal cannot win the Premier League title without Gabriel. How I wish they can be proven wrong, man. I really wish they still don't rate Ben White and Gabriel. They still don't rate these guys. We are the only ones who rate these guys. So I'd be very happy to see him winning the league with us when people are underestimating him. What a performance once again. I mean, it's not that hard against Mope. Mope, I hope you get relegated. I really like this Mope guy. Really annoys me, like every time he plays against Arsenal, he's always so annoying playing against us. But Gabriel did his thing. He kept a clean sheet. I absolutely love how he goes into every single tackle. He doesn't allow anyone to bully him. 2 interceptions, 1 clearance. He's always a threat into opposition box as well. And he won 4 out of his 5 aerial duels as well. Fantastic. 87% in terms of accurate passes, brilliant. 8 out of 10 for him. I mean, he was better against Leicester the other day, Gabriel, but still a solid performance. Saliba, Gabriel was better than Saliba against Leicester, but today, nothing to complain about, really. Saliba gets an 8 out of 10 as well today. Absolutely fantastic to have defenders. They've played every single game. Saliba and Gabriel, every single game they've played. Very good to have consistent defenders who can run. Both of them can actually run. They can actually sprint. Remember Mustafi and Mertesacker, they couldn't run to save their life. These 2 guys, they can run. Like, even if a ball is passed like in behind them, I'm confident Gabriel has the energy and the physique to get to that ball and clear it. Saliba can do the same as well. Mobile defenders who can move around. Things you love to see. 8 out of 10 for Saliba. He made 2 clearances today, 2 out of 3 aerial duels as well. 91% in terms of accurate passes. He had 109 touches of the ball. 4 out of 7 long balls completed. Fantastic, man. Defensively, yes, first half we gave them a couple of opportunities, but second half, basically they did not get anything until the 90th minute. Ramsdale 9, Zinchenko 9, Ben White 8, Saliba 8, Gabriel 8. Let me know if you agree with that, or do you think that is too high? Also, let me know who your man of the match was. Midfield, Jorginho. Jorginho only played 45 minutes, so what can we give him? For the time he was on the pitch, I mean, you know what? Since the time that Jorginho was on the pitch, we did consider a lot of opportunities. They got a lot of balls through the midfield. I'm going to give Jorginho a 6 out of 10. He only played 45 minutes, so 6 out of 10. I want to check his passing for today. 85% in terms of accurate passes. You expect exactly that from Jorginho. Who knew we'd be saying so many good things about Jorginho? Oh, thank goodness! Like it's actually working out for him. 2 clearances as well. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 because he only played 45 minutes. If he got to the 60th minute, it would have been a 7 or something out of 10 for today. But I think that is fair enough for only playing 45 minutes. Granit Xhaka. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. There's always, today there was a couple of moments of madness, the Xhaka could easily get a red card, like slapping Onana in the face or something like that. You know what they're looking for. They wanted to get a red card. But in terms of performance, I don't think there's anything to complain about. Xhaka, what a revival from him. This guy needs a whole documentary, I might have to do that. He needs like a 1-hour documentary of just how much he revived himself at Arsenal. I still see comments about, yes, Arsenal can improve on Xhaka. You're right. I don't want Xhaka to be sold. I still want him in the team next season. No, it doesn't have to start. If you can get someone else who can start ahead of him, that is fine. But I want him in the team. Like, I don't want him to be sold or anything. I want him in the team. If he's going to be on the bench, that is great. I have no problem with that. But I don't want him to be sold. I want him in the team because he's absolutely revived himself. And just like those other guys, energy, leadership, all that. Odegaard is our captain, but Xhaka is basically our captain as well. He doesn't wear it, but he's basically our captain. Like, every time we score a goal, he's the one who's talking to the players. Every time we consider goal, he's the one who's talking to the players. He's basically our captain who doesn't wear the armband. So 7 out of 10 for him today. Tackles, how many tackles did he make? 1 tackle, 3 out of 4 ground deals, 89% passing accuracy. Fantastic, man. 7 out of 10. Odegaard, he scored, but I think the other players ahead of him were better. So I'm going to give Odegaard a 7 out of 10 for today. I'm very happy to see him scoring. Very, very happy to see him scoring back on the score sheet once again. And most of his goals have come away from home, Odegaard. So it's good to see him scoring at home. I think he also scored against Nottingham Forest at home. But most of his goals have come away from home. The question that was not... when I talked to Odegaard last week, the one that was not put in the interview, I asked him like what was like what is your goal target for this season? He said he's trying to get double figures. I don't know how many he has right now, but I think he can get 10 goals this season. We should be incredible because last season I remember us asking for more goals from players like Xhaka and Odegaard. This season he's added goals into his game and things you love to see, man. Absolutely love it. Sometimes he does give away the ball. I still don't feel like today and Leicester and Aston Villa were Odegaard's best. Obviously, he missed a very big chance against Aston Villa. Against Leicester, he wasn't at his best. And even today, Odegaard wasn't really at his best. Like if Odegaard at his best is going to give you a 10 out of 10 performance, like he's going to rip that midfield apart. The number of chances is going to create, fantastic. But Odegaard on a medium day like today, he can still get you a goal. He can still get you 2 key passes. He can still get you what else am I looking for? A 93% accuracy in terms of passing. So nothing to complain about with Odegaard, 7 out of 10. Would I start him against Bournemouth? No, I want him to rest for that game. I want to see Fabio Vieira starting in his position against Bournemouth. That is the game to have Fabio Vieira or Smith or whoever is going to start. That is the game, but mostly Fabio Vieira. I want to see Fabio Vieira starting against Bournemouth. We expect to create a lot of chances. Now, most of you would say don't start Xhaka because against Bournemouth at home, you're expecting to create a lot of chances. So some of you would say have both Fabio Vieira and Odegaard. But if that's the case, I would have both Fabio Vieira and Smith Rowe. I want Odegaard to rest for this one because, Odegaard and Xhaka can play every single game. We've seen that. Yes, they can play every single game. But if there's any time to rest a player, it's now. Because during the international break, they're not really rest because they're going to play for their countries every single game. Like Xhaka and Odegaard, they captain their country, so they're going to play every single 90 minutes. So if there's a time they're going to rest, it's now. So I want him to rest against Bournemouth and Fabio Vieira to start. 7 out of 10 for him today. That is the midfield. Jorginho 6, Xhaka 7, Odegaard 7. Forward players. Heroes, man. Like every time I see these two guys, I just smile. How many of you guys just smile when you see these two guys? Like even them smiling on that screen just makes me smile. Like just seeing them smile, I just smile. These are 21-year-olds, and they've taken us to top of the table, Ozil couldn't take us top of the table. Aubameyang couldn't take us to the top of the table. Lacazette couldn't take us to the top of the table. Sanchez could not take us to the top of the table. Martinelli and Saka have taken us to the top of the table. And Saka pretty much saved Arsenal alongside Smith Rowe that December against Chelsea. We were absolutely terrible. And these two guys came, not Zinchenko. Zinchenko is great right now. These two guys came in that game and they saved Arsenal. That's why I'm never giving up on Smith Rowe. Because if Smith Rowe starts playing like he did last season, we are going to be absolutely unstoppable because he's very good as well. Like Smith Rowe in his day is very good. The injuries have messed him up a bit, but I'm hopeful he's going to come back. Let's talk about the Chile himself, the star boy himself, Bukayo Saka, my triple captain in FPL this week. He got a goal, he got an assist, and another super performance from him. Like I've never seen, he rarely gives you anything below 6, 7 out of 10. Like he never even gets to that point. Saka today, what a finish, man. Second half he was a bit quiet, if I'm not wrong. There's a couple of times he was going through and Odegaard and Martinelli didn't give him the pass. But for today, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, mostly because second half he drifted away. But after that goal and that assist in the first half, I actually wrote down 9 out of 10. In the second half, you can still see more from Saka. You didn't see the Saka who just takes on the left back relentlessly. We didn't see that today. Relentlessly, that's the word I want to say. We didn't see that today. But what a goal, man. Like right before halftime as well. Like, if you didn't score that goal, the game is different. If you're 0-0 at halftime, the game is totally different. But for Saka to have, that is his weaker foot as well. Bukayo Saka saving Arsenal, man. What a guy. Give him the contract right now. 8 out of 10 for today. Goal plus an assist. I think he's almost double figures in terms of goals and assists this season. I think he's already gotten to 10 goals, right? Like they're scoring so many goals, I'm losing count. But it's so good to see both of them scoring goals and firing throughout. So Saka, 8 out of 10. And what a pass for Martinelli as well. It was onside and what a finish. So superb performance from Bukayo Saka. Absolutely love him. The other side, Martinelli. I think Martinelli was better than Saka today, slightly. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He's obviously scored 2 goals as well. That helps. So Martinelli got 2 goals today. I want to check in terms of let's see, 92% in terms of accurate passes. So he had 2 shots and he scored from both of them. Clinical. That is exactly what you want to see. He also came back and made a clearance, came back, made a tackle, came back, made an interception. Let me compare that with Bukayo Saka and see how many times Saka also had a shot on target, obviously, that went in. He also had 2 key passes. Martinelli had 1 key pass. Didn't really do much defensively. Saka, Martinelli did more defensively. But I think Martinelli was slightly better than Saka today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Martinelli was better today. But getting a second goal as well helps. So Martinelli gets a 9 out of 10. When he was dropped to the bench the other day, I think that revived him a lot. When he was dropped to the bench against Aston Villa, he came in, scored. Leicester scored, today scored. Now you can't drop him to the bench again. Now he's just going to start every single game because he's absolutely firing right now. I absolutely love him. 9 out of 10 for Martinelli. Trossard, I'm going to give him, he got an assist for who? He got an assist for Odegaard. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for today. I think against Leicester he played better, but again, having that option of Trossard playing up front, we didn't even realize that you don't have a striker on the pitch. It's really good. So he got an assist. He also made 1 key pass, leading to the assist. He also won 4 of the 9 ground duels that he got involved in. So fantastic once again. Trossard, obviously, he can do better than that. But today, 7 out of 10, he didn't really need to do everything. So that is great. 7 out of 10 for Trossard. So let me recap that in terms of starting lineup. Let me know which ones you agree with, which ones you don't. Ramsdale 9, Zinchenko 9, Ben White 8, Saliba 8, Gabriel 8, Xhaka 7, Odegaard 7, Jorginho 6 because he got subbed off at halftime. Odegaard 7, Saka 8, Martinelli 9. Hopefully that is fair enough. Who came on? Fabio Vieira came on. I actually think he did well. Could even have scored. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Smith Rowe the same as Fabio Vieira. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 as well. They were only on for like 15 minutes, both of them. Smith Rowe actually 10 minutes. Who else came on? I think Tierney came on, right? Tierney came on for Zinchenko. I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. He came on, right? He's the one who replaced Zinchenko, yes. 6 out of 10. Edin Nketiah actually came on and got an assist. So 7 is a bit too high. Or how many minutes did he play? He played 20 minutes. I mean, I'm going to give him a 6 as well, but a 6 heading to 6.5. Like it's a higher 6 than the other one. So or should I give? You know what? I'm feeling good. He got a good assist, and I think that is like his first assist this season. 7 out of 10 from Nketiah today. Fantastic impact from the bench. Like if Evan is firing like that, if you have that option of Nketiah coming from the bench and scoring and assisting, and Martinelli can come off on the bench and score as well. You can have Saka starting, or maybe even coming from the bench and scoring as well. It's very good to have those options. So that is the bench players. I hope I didn't forget anyone. No, I did. Thomas Partey was actually the first sub to come on. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Partey, solid, nothing to worry about. And Everton got a lot of opportunities in the first half. In the second half, when Partey is there, the defense is locked. When Thomas Partey is there, the defense is basically locked. You are going nowhere when this guy is here. 7 out of 10 for Partey today for those 45 minutes that he played. Manager. I'm also going to give him the same score. 9 out of 10 for Arteta for today. 4 goals, 4-0 win. Close the goal difference on Man City. Very big game to win. That is our game in hand. You mess it up, you're in big trouble. Man City only 2 points behind you. Nope. Don't mess around. Score those 4 goals. Job done. Revenge. They beat us a couple of weeks ago. His former team beat us a couple of weeks ago. Show them that this is Arsenal. We do not accept being beaten by Everton. Fantastic. A clean sheet as well. Genius. We needed a clean sheet. We absolutely needed a clean sheet, especially at home. We don't keep many clean sheets at home. On top of that, I think starting lineup, a few of us were expecting changes. Some of us were expecting maybe Nketiah to return to the starting lineup, maybe Tomiyasu to start this one. Partey as well. Most of us expected Partey to start, but no. He kept the same lineup, and I guess it worked. We won 4-0, and I think he made the subs. He brought in Fabio Vieira the 70th minute. I would have done the same. Smith Rowe got a chance as well. Nketiah got a chance as well. Fantastic. Everyone looks happy as well. There's a video that is going around of Leicester, the Leicester game that we played them the other day when Martinelli scored and he got injured. And Chelsea did the same thing with Azpilicueta when Azpilicueta got injured. Difference in teams. When Azpilicueta was down injured for Chelsea, there was no Chelsea player there. The Chelsea players were talking to each other on the side. Some of them, Mudryk and I think Fernandes, were passing the ball to each other on the side. All that, like no one was standing there next to Azpilicueta, wishing him well and everything. When Martinelli went down for us, every single player was there apart from Ramsdale, who was on the other side of the pitch. All the 9 other players were there with Martinelli until he wakes up. No one was even celebrating the goal. No, that's not why they were there. They would have just tapped him and gone back to their positions. No, they stood there with him next to him until Martinelli woke up. Team spirit. Everyone loves each other in this team, and every single fan loves everyone in this team as well. We've not had this Arsenal in a long time. A time where everyone gets along with everyone. They said Gabriel and Saliba fought, they really didn't, and that shows passion anyway. But for them to stay there with Martinelli, if you saw Zinchenko just talking to Martinelli when he was down injured and clapping for him and treating him like a little brother, things you love to see, man. Everyone was there supporting Martinelli. Chelsea on the other side, players who don't really know each other, players who everyone is worth 100 million, they don't really care about each other. Everyone is there to be a superstar. Difference. When their player is down injured, they don't really care. Or maybe they care, but they're bothered about scoring a goal by themselves. For us, when our player is down injured, everyone is there. It doesn't only apply to when players are down injured. When, like, Saka got into a fight against Aston Villa, who was the first one there? Jorginho was there, like he's been at Arsenal for 2 years, fighting next to Saka. Zinchenko's always there. Gabriel and Xhaka cannot let you bully an Arsenal player when they're there. Everyone is committed. Remember the Arsenal that used to get bullied every single time? That is not that Arsenal of Aaron Ramsey and Wilshere and Gibbs and Bellerin. This is not that Arsenal. This is an Arsenal that is together in this. They know what we are about to do. A season where we expected to finish it 4th or 5th, we are about to win the league. Fantastic. I'm going to give Mikel Arteta 9 out of 10. Superb once again. Clean sheets is what really made me happy as well. And scoring 4 goals, things you'll have to see. Man of the match. I asked you guys who your man of the match was. Comments, one name, who your man of the match was. Let me see what the poll says. So close to 140 of you have voted. 58% have said Martinelli man of the match. 27% have said Saka. 8% have said Ramsdale. 7% have said Zinchenko man of the match. So most of you are going with Martinelli man of the match. If you're watching on a different platform, comment man of the match. Who was it? Was it any of these 2 guys? Was it Zinchenko? Was it Ramsdale? Or maybe you have any other player in mind? Let me know. Thank you for the super chat, RK. I appreciate it. What a time to be an Arsenal fan. Thank you for that. John says, nice seeing you, John. Big shout out to Josh Kroenke. He has turned me. He has turned me, and it shows on the field. Enjoy, people. You're watching something special. Yeah, this is not the Arsenal that we know. As I said, when we were watching Arsenal, this is like the Arsenal you used to watch, John. The good Arsenal, like the Ian Wright and Thierry Henry kind of Arsenal. It's giving me the same vibes. I am doing well. This is great revenge. Anything less than 4 goals in this game would have been like a loss. Isaac, you got what you wanted. We've gotten 4 goals. Arsenal has made my day after the political, in my country. Hopefully everything is going well in Nigeria, the elections. Trossard deserves 8 because he has helped Martinelli. Yes, that is very true. Grace is very, very true. Like the combination play is working very well. Now it's catch us if you can. City, well done. Well done to the boys. I'm the happiest, says Diane. Great performance, great win, says Ibrahim. Xhaka will need some rest. I can see fatigue is on his side. What I would do, address Odegaard against. Can we rest both of them? I don't think you can drop both of them or rest both of them at the same time. I think we can rest Odegaard against Bournemouth and maybe rest Xhaka against Sporting, or maybe the other way around. Rest Xhaka against Bournemouth and then rest Odegaard against Sporting. How are you, Andrew? Very impressive. Says Emmy. Martinelli man of the match, says real. I see this game as a training match, Arsenal to face Bournemouth. I mean, you can't underestimate any team in the Premier League, but Like right now, I'm very confident. Like sometimes it even comes across as cocky because I'm just like, yeah, we are going to win that one. Like right now, even if you ask me Arsenal, Real Madrid, I'm going to say, yeah, we are going to beat them 3-0. Like that is how confident I am. Like the way we are playing. Martinelli's man of the match says, Steve, which type of players need to take the Premier League title, says Doro. Players who are committed, players who are going to fight for the shot. First minute to the 90th minute, players who have a few leaders in the team. I mean, we can't even really answer that question because we've never really won the league. As like at this age in my life, I've never seen Arsenal winning the league. So, but to answer that question, simply committed players who are going to fight first minute to the 90th minute, players who are never going to give up. Those are the kind of players we want, players who are in that together. And that is what we have right here. Players who are getting along, players who are going to play for the manager as well and play for the fans, everything. It's like 100 things put together. Let's see. I'm so excited for Arsenal today. Says Harun. We are gonna be good in Europe. I was thinking that the other day. I can't wait for us to see us in the Champions League. And John has definitely seen the good Arsenal times. John has definitely seen the good Arsenal teams. The George Graham teams of 1-0 to Arsenal. The Cup Winners' Cup kind of Arsenal back in the 1994. I think there's a time we won the FA Cup and the Carling Cup in the same season. The Ian Wright kind of Arsenal. John has seen it all, and John loves this Arsenal as well. So that shows you something for the fans who got to watch Arsenal in 98 and 202 and 2004. Most of them are saying this reminds them of then. So that's great. Let's see. RK says, I'm buzzing for sure. I am as well. What a time to be alive. So one more thing that we always do, one more thing that we definitely need to do, we need to take a look at the Premier League table. Oh, I can't wait to look at this one. Arsenal is fighting for the Premier League title. Let's take a look at this table, man. To be an Arsenal fan, what a time to be an Arsenal fan. It's the harmony. Atsa has brought it something good. It was at both finals in '93, says John. I think we played the same team, correct? Did we play the same team in both finals, right? I think my knowledge is okay in terms of that, John. I think my knowledge serves me correctly. Let's see. I think we played Sheffield Wednesday in both finals, right? Yeah, I think I know we played Sheffield Wednesday in both finals. So this is the Premier League table. What a time to be an guys. We're on 60 points. Some other teams have not even gotten to 40 and 30s. 60 points with a goal difference of that is 33. 5 points ahead of Manchester City, 11 points ahead of Man United. And then we are going to also play fast before Man United play this weekend. So you have a chance of going 14 points ahead of them before they play. Tottenham, 15 points ahead of them. North London is... Tottenham went out of the FA Cup today, by the way. They went out of the FA Cup today. They're definitely not going to be winning a title anytime soon, a trophy. So North London is definitely red. That is definitely confirmed. Newcastle... I'm not even bothered about these teams. I'm looking at Manchester City. Just imagine if Newcastle can do something against Man City, that would be crazy. Now, there's one game. If we keep on winning and Man City keep on winning, if we go to Man City and win, that is the Premier League done. If we can beat Man City at their place for the first time in 8 years, that is the Premier League won. But that game is still very far. That is in April. We still have like 8-9 games before then. Games that we need to win. So that is the Premier League table. Things are looking good. 60 points already. We're not going to get to 100 points, sadly. The most we can get is 99, if I'm not wrong. We're still 13 games. That is 39 points. Yeah, the most we can get is 99 points. I would have loved to get 100 points. But I think if you get 85 to 90, that is the Premier League one. Usually it's like 99, 100 with Man City and Liverpool. But this one, I don't think you have to get to 95 or 100 points to win the Premier League title. So that is good. One more graphic before we call it a night, and some of it still during the day. We need to take a look at these fixtures. So we've played two of them. So we've played Leicester and Everton. Man City have played Bournemouth. They still need to play Newcastle. So our next game is Bournemouth at home, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home. Those are two London derbies, and Leeds United at home. Like, those fixtures are so good, guys. Like that is the best fixtures to play after beating Aston Villa, Leicester, and Everton, and then you face Bournemouth, Fulham, Crystal Palace, and Leeds. You know, we are very capable of winning all those 4 games. Listen, it's not going to be easy, especially Fulham away from home, especially if Mitrovic is there. It's not going to be easy playing against Fulham. It's going to be a tough game. It's also not going to be easy against Crystal Palace at home. I think we've not beaten them in like 3 seasons at home. It's also not going to be easy, especially if the likes of Zaha are back. I get that. But being at home, look, not even just that, guys, not even just that. Look at this as well. 4 of those, 3 of them are at home. Like, this is so well arranged for us. Like, we have the next 4 games, 3 of them are at home. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, and Leeds, and their away game is Fulham. Like, everything is right there. Like, it's been put on a plate for us to win this Premier League title, you know. This will take us to like 29 games played, and we'll have less than right now we have 13 games. If we play these 4 games, we'll have 9 remaining. That will be single figures of fixtures remaining. We can name those teams that we'll have remaining at that time, because there will be so few games remaining. After that, we'll have there's still tough games. We'll have Liverpool away, Newcastle away, Man City away. But if we win these games, brilliant. And Man City, I'm not really looking at Man City losing every single game. No, like, I expect them to beat Southampton. I expect them to beat Crystal Palace. I even expect them to beat Newcastle. I even expect them to beat West Ham. I'm kind of I mean, if you're going to win the title, you have to expect Man City to win every single game. I don't think they will. Hopefully they don't. If they can drop points there, things will look good for us. Hopefully the likes of Crystal Palace away and Liverpool at home, they can surprise Man City, hopefully. But those fixtures are so well arranged for us, man. Those are the best 4 fixtures to play. Like, and then on top of that, Gabriel Jesus will be back. Smith Rowe will be 100% back. Fabio Vieira will be 100% back. We might have won against Sporting in the Europa League, and the confidence could be even higher. I think I'm going to cry, man. Things are looking so good. Guess who's driving? Guess who's Mikel Arteta is not on the wheel. He's on the wheel for the plane, yes. No, he's not driving the bus like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No. Mikel Arteta is on the wheel for the plane. We are flying right now, guys. We are absolutely flying. This is the best pilot in the world, man. I'd let this guy take me anywhere. Travel with this guy, we can travel anywhere. Let's hope he helps us travel to that Premier League title. That is exactly what we want. Arsenal 4, Everton 0. Let me take a couple of more comments. Taking nothing for granted. I agree with that one. I gave this scoreline to my friends today, 4-0. Well done, Isaac. If at all I missed today's match, I would have missed entertainment. I mean, even if you've watched it, you need to watch it again. Like right now, you know what I'm going to do? That is exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go watch the game for the second time. I'm not going to miss an Arsenal game, 4 goals. I'm going to watch it for the second and third time for sure. Ramsdale has points. Great to have a keeper that shouts a lot. Yes, that's mentality. His character is very, very good. His character is really, really good. So I'm really happy with that. Congratulations, Arsenal. That has brought it something good. It was both fans 93. So I appreciate you guys watching. Most of you have voted for Martinelli as the man of the match. Let's see how it goes. 4-0 win for Arsenal. Top of the table, 5 points clear. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you on the next one.